Our public problems are becoming more complex and confusing. Our national political leaders are either incapable or unwilling to work with each other to find solutions. And our 24/7 news media continues to oversimplify our critical issues. If we can't depend on our national leaders or the news media, what can we do? More and more people seem to be ready to get engaged personally in active problem solving, and more local leaders are recognizing the dynamic creativity of everyday citizens. But these efforts will require some effective and respect-filled conversations among neighbors and friends as we talk about some very emotional modern dilemmas. Sadly, we're pretty much unprepared for these kinds of healthy conversations. We have lots of bad examples in the media, but very few examples that are very helpful. So, what could we do? Well, today, I'd like to make some suggestions of a few simple guidelines that might be helpful as you have some meaningful conversations in your community. First of all, be fully engaged in the conversation to make a positive contribution and decide to limit distractions. Respect the context and value of the opinions of others in person and in digital formats. Don't dominate or opt out of the conversation. Try for balance in sharing and listening. Speak and chat clearly and concisely. Then listen with interest. Focus on possible solutions, deeper understanding, new insights. Stay with the conversation long enough to recognize some next steps and some new people who you may want to include next time. Do you want to be respected? You have to show some respect. It's just that simple. Do you want to be heard? You have to also listen. Do you want to contribute? You have to discuss the contributions of others as well. These conversations are critically important to our communities. Now here's another really important thing to remember. We always learn best by doing. This takes practice. And like it is with anything that requires practice, we have to be disciplined in making the time on a regular basis to have meaningful and respect-filled conversations. I'm reminded of the famous Woody Allen quote, with a smile, 80% of success is showing up. I'm Giarc Glenwalker on Commonwealth Islands in Second Life, Craig Patterson in real life, and I hope you'll decide today that every conversation can be meaningful, effective, and respect-filled.